All right, guys. Now we get to do the assembly for the Leon-inspired hatchet. Um, so this one you can get in two different heads. I haven't done like the upgraded grip. If you guys want that or need that for your convention or whatever, just let me know. But these are the two different heads. They come in separate pieces like this. One, because they're printed flat and now they are super strong. Don't do stupid shit with these, okay? Like, don't run around and hitting each other and crap like that, because if you do, that's your moronic fault, not mine. But they are blunted edges. That's probably that, and the rear here is probably. I mean, they're blunt to me, but you do stupid crap, you can do, stupid crap. We've got, it'll come with the 8 screws that's needed for the grip. So what we're going to do is, and the way that I cut this up, it's kind of cool. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Anyways, so we've got to glue our two halves together. So first off, you can use thick super glue on something like this. I probably wouldn't, because it starts setting too fast. I would use the CA glue. This is a 2-part CA glue. It's basically thick, super slow setting thick super glue, and it's got an activator that you can spray and it'll start activating it. I've used this brand forever, and I do sell this on my site. So if you need some, you can get some there. Let me set this off. So before we glue, what I do when I have to glue flat stuff like this together and make sure it lines up is I find a way to hold this to where both pieces are together. That way, when I put glue around here, I can drop these together, and from 3 different directions, I'm holding pressure. So I'm squeezing with my thumb here, there. So if you go look around, everything else is lined up. And then you can kind of like, once you get it to, there, you can kind of do a little smooshy to get your glue to smoosh around, and then spray it and hold it for just a bit. So we're going to go ahead and glue these two halves together. And if y'all hear any dog whining in the background, the squirrels are still driving my dog absolutely nuts. I've not figured out how to train them yet to leave each other alone, or to respect the fact of when I'm trying to shoot a video. So all I'm going to do is, we don't need a mega amount of glue here. I'm just going to go through, and I'm staying away from the edges a bunch because I don't want the stuff like squishing out. But there we go. Place those together. I'm going to kind of go around in a few places and just squeeze it down. I'm going to double check my alignment from the sides and stuff. Now, of course, this is going to be kind of hard to get the activator down inside there. So I'm just going to go around the edge and spray at it. Moreover, the activator, since it's liquid, it'll kind of slowly get its way in there. And of course, once the activator starts hitting a little bit of the glue, it kind of spreads like wildfire. It's a chemical reaction. So I'm just holding a little bit of tension for a little bit here. Want to make sure these are all good to go. So, and I'm going to go ahead and glue the other half together as well. Just depending on which version you picked is which version of the head you get. So I'm going to hold this together, find my 3 different spots to hold it. Got a little boogie there. And I just try to find, I always try to find 3 different directions. That way 3 lines up, 2 doesn't line up because it can still move this way. But 3, I can't move that way. I can't move this way, all that good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and take me some glue and just go around my few little spots there. Take my 2 halves, drop them together, make sure they're lined up. We're going to do a little pressy press. Another reason I printed these all laying down is that way we didn't have to put any metal reinforcement in them. These are super, super strong. But that way we didn't have to put metal reinforcement in, so you don't have any issues at conventions and stuff, because some conventions now are running metal detectors and they're just kind of acting weird when it comes to things. So, you know, we want to make sure that we kind of stay in that group. So we're going to take these two. Now these two are the bottom grip, and what you're going to look at is you've got a dull side and two shiny sides. The shiny sides go together. I mean, I guess you could put the dull sides together, but that's not what we want. We want our shiny sides facing each other. And on this, I'm just, you know, going to find my 3 points in, boom, boom. We're good there. So I'm just going to take that. And I want to take this. And for those of you that don't like my tips, like holding from 3 different ways, I get these comments all the time, and I've been deleting them just because there's jackasses on the internet. But for you, those of y'all that don't like the tips that I give while I'm doing this, I don't really care. How about that? I just really don't care. There's really no reason in this world to be rude to people and to be a jackass. Don't wake up being a jackass. How about we do that? How about we wake up thinking of ways just to be a better, decent person than being a complete jackass? Anyways, so we've got those together. So what I was going to do is go ahead and we'll get some of our screws here. And this part is kind of self-explanatory. They kind of fit where, well, they fit. You know, you'll know if you get one on the wrong side or whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and screw this together here. And go ahead and put that to where it's kind of protruding through and line that up and get to screwing. There, that's screwed in. Let's screw this in. And then I'm going to grab the other rear one. I'm going to screw that together. And thing is once you glued the 2 halves together, if you want to go around and like clean up the edge, that's the best thing to do is wait until you get them together. If you want to go through and like maybe run some sandpaper around the edge just to remove that seam line, you can do that real easy. All right, screws together nice and tight. We'll go ahead and do this version. So then our 2 guys screw these together, and of course, you know, you'll see they line up a certain way. The screws will take care of lining all that up for you. And these are metric Allen screws, so you'll just need a set of metric Allen wrenches. You know, even the little fold out set will work just fine. I don't remember the exact size. These might be 2 millimeters. I know my smaller metric Allen button head screws are 1.5, so these might be 2 or 2.5. I've worn the writing off of that grip, so I can't tell you off of that. If I was more prepared, I could tell you the exact size of the Allen wrench. All right, we'll get this side together. And we'll get this side together. You know, again, I've made all these separate pieces because you want to be able to paint your grip separately. Now, these 2 pieces will actually, I kind of spread that a little bit. A little boogie hanging off there. Those will slide together. Now this was the thing that I was going to point out is If for some reason, like you want, well, I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter. We're going to be gluing all this together right here. This is where I would like, you can, probably what I would do in this case, I'm trying to go through this in my head when I paint this, how would I do this? Probably what I'm going to do is put a little glue on these tabs and in the center right here. Not a bunch because I don't want it to come out or get on the bottom of this grip. Take these and press them together. Let that glue dry and then take my grips back off, and that will glue the whole center together, and you can paint that separate. And then take your two grips and you can lay them on something flat and glue. That's why I got these tabs for the grips. You can glue the two halves of the grips together on both, you know, do both sides. And because the seams are such a tight fit, literally just from spray painting, 9 times out of 10, you're going to fill in the seam where the two halves of the grip meet. And then you can just push all this back together and stuff. And probably that will set even closer in there if I go in here and remove the little lip that's around that. But so the assembly is going to be the same no matter the version of the head. And like I said, if you guys want the upgraded grip, let me know. I just hadn't done it. I hadn't really had anybody ask me about the upgraded grip. This is kind of the army green grip that's on here. But yeah, there it is. And there would be the other head, which would screw right in there. And that was the other thing I was going to say. If you glue your two grip halves together, okay, and you're done with those and you screw them together in this bottom part, you could actually make this top part of this head still removable by taking the 4 screws out and pulling the whole body out of here and leaving basically the full grip with the center part of this body still together. And you could actually, if you wanted to, if you want it like this, instead of choosing head 1 or head 2, or you want to choose, you know, both heads, you could get this one and make it to where you could take these 4 screws out and pull this body out, put this body in, and then put the 4 screws in to hold it. So that there's an option for that as well. So I hope you guys like it. If you have any questions, just leave me a comment down below. Leave a nice comment. Don't be a jackass. Or you can go to the website, shoot me an email, whatever. But yeah, there you go. There's the Leon inspired Hatchet. I hope you guys enjoy it.